Hi, everybody. Welcome to Coach's Playbook with Paul Lapalisse. Today, the Hamilton Tiger Cats offense had a really good game versus the Ottawa REDBLACKS in their win at home coming off the bye. They had 434 yards total offense. They rushed for 135 yards combined. Mitchell was 20 of 27 for 74% completion, and they converted on 60% of their second down conversion. So really good game for them. I wanted to take a look at some of the things they did. Before I go, please subscribe to the page and turn notifications on. It's going to help alert you when we post new stuff, and subscribing helps support us. So if you like the CFL content, please subscribe to the page. But let's open the playbook on the Hamilton Tiger Cats offense versus the REDBLACKS last week. Early in the game, tight zone. Greg Bell, big run. Their run game was really good this week. This is an inside zone play, so you would block it like this. Now, normally teams zone this and work up to the next level, and the fullback blocks the backside edge. They have a little different scheme, which is called you insert the fullback. They have an insert where he inserts in the line of scrimmage for the linebacker. What's better about this scheme is it keeps big guys on big guys, and it creates a huge seam right here. Greg Bell's got a two-way go. He feels the linebacker jumping back. Great vision, and bounce it outside. A tendency breaker by the Ticats, what I call a wrong way run for Litre, who always loves, that guy likes jumping over people, man. He's always jumping over people. Well, what does a tendency breaker mean in the run game? So, they're setting up a picture, trying to sort out what they want to do. And then here, you're going to get two pullers, the guard and tackle. And that's associated with what's called a counter play. Well, normally when two players pull like this, that's telling everybody where the ball's going to go. It should go here. So normally the tailback takes two steps and then he follows this way. So that usually gets the end to chase, gets these linebackers to hesitate, but this is what's called a wrong way run. So you can see him diving inside, but the players on the backside of the play are arcing, and they're going to block for the ball to go this way. So you're trying to put a conflict on assignment on the end plus these linebackers, because everything with those hats going that direction should tell them the ball's going this way. But then the ball goes the other way. Love the execution. Wrong way run. A little bit of a double move. Pump that it's a swing screen. Get the low player to jump up and hit in the window, in the gap in the defense and zone coverage. Love it. So he's a deep player. He's a deep player. He's a deep player. They got four people deep. You cancel out the deepest player. You tell this player who's looking for this swing, once Bo pumps over here, he's going to be flat-footed. By that time, we get a little bit of a stock and go. And you see the difference is you want to throw the ball when you get everybody high. These two players jumped up on the swing. Ball's out of his hand. There's plenty of space. Let him run with it. So nice job on the double move. We can watch it from this angle here. Okay. In zone, those players tend to look, and they're looking for this swing. Once Bo opens his hands, he drives it. And again, you've cleared out these two players with that vertical release. That gives you the space to throw this. Great location on this throw. Mitchell to Shamar Bridges. On a scissors play, or a lot of people call this a scissors play. He goes on a post. He's going to come behind it. He's going to trail it by 3 to 4 yards, and he's going to run a post that could look like a dig, and he's going to go under. Every person has a role. The deep route is trying to cancel out the high players. Okay, the short route's trying to get the low players to bite up, and then you have somebody in the middle. This is a vertical stretch. What I call you're trying to put three people in the same spot. So I think this is, you could call this man coverage. It could be a combination of these three have those two, and same thing over here. These three have those two, and he's a high player. And it looks like they walk the tailback all the way out here. So the tailback's out here, and they walk out one of their extra defensive backs into the game. So he runs underneath, and it could be a zone structure here, or it could be just man-to-man. But I do like that Dandridge breaks in with Shamar Bridges here. He just doesn't make the play. Just doesn't have an opportunity to make the play. So it's a great throw by Bo Levi Mitchell here. Let's start at the end zone of this one, because this is a pressure situation. And what does pressure mean? Too many people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Red Blacks coming. You don't have enough to pick them up. How did they pick them up? They tried to handle it with this. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. There's still one more, Taylor. And what happens is, looks like Revenberg takes Taylor, leaves Cleon. So Cleon's free to the quarterback in the A-gap. But Bo recognizes it and throws the ball immediately. That's what you do versus cover zero. Let's go back to the sideline and see what happens. So the route that they were running right here is going to be an out and an up. So that takes time to develop. The inside receiver is going to go in into here, and he's going to step down and immediately be underneath it. So every pass play is designed with an answer versus cover zero. So Bo knows, if it's zero, I can't throw that anymore. I can't throw that. I have to throw the ball right here. The Red Blacks know that the ball's coming out quickly. Lamont tries to switch, and what that means is as his player goes out to that player, he'll take that one, and I'll take the one coming in. But Bo gets it out of his hands so quickly. Stephen Bard does a great catch, and everybody else is out of position because they're covering their guys. You make one person miss, and it turns into a touchdown. So that is great execution by the Ticats. Let's watch it from this coach's angle here. All right, all the pressure's coming up. You don't have anybody left. There's no deep zone players. This is called cover zero because there's zero help. And once this catch is made, he can't make the play. He's not in a position. Those guys aren't in a position. The only one is here. But you make him miss, and it turns into a touchdown. Excellent execution versus blitz. A little bit of motion going to empty protection. Red Blacks send a pressure. Okay, they rush 5 people, which is a zone blitz, and Bo recognizes it, hits it to Keandre Smith quickly and lets him run with the ball. Big gain here. Now, usually what happens is one linebacker is committed to these 3 players. So we have 1, 2, 3 over here committed to these 3. They blitz one linebacker. So there's 3 players over here plus a free safety. Ty Cranston's in the game as what their nickel or extra DB. Well, Ottawa does a lot of extra DB personnel sets. I think he's probably can't allow this inside release just because there's nobody there in the middle of the field. I think that's what they would be telling him. Hey, make sure you don't allow that inside release. But I think maybe the motion gets him caught up. But nice execution. I love how Bo recognizes this quickly. He sees it. Maybe something they saw on tape. Hey, immediately is that he sees right as Cranston's outside leverage, I can throw it inside and let Keandre Smith run with it. One of my favorite routes versus man coverage, I call a throwback play. Big hit here. So you're always trying to see how can I get explosive shots into the boundary. We got this. A vertical goes this way. Now we've got a player going this way. I'm going to start to run a corner route or what I would call a climb. And they're going to boot to the field. So you want to show that picture to either the man covering you. They watch and see the quarterback come this way. So you would think that's where the quarterback's going and that's where this climb route's going. But that's not what they're running. He's going to come out of it and run a corner route. So you're disguising, trying to get everybody to chase across the field. Then you have one more route out here. And the quarterback flips his hips, tight turn, and now he looks, and there it is. That's the throw right there for him. So you can see it from this angle. Nice, easy inside, and then back out to the sideline by Stephen Dunbar. And you just got too much space. Can't get there underneath. Webb's trying to get there, can't get to that spot. Watch from this angle. The boot sells everybody that the ball's going to the field. And then you flip your hips, throw it back across the grain. Really good execution of what I call a throwback pass. Really good execution here. Making a bad play better and helping. Littre with a touchdown. And sometimes it's very hard to recognize what defensive ends' intentions are. So Lorenzo Malden's really good. So you have a tight end right here. So they're releasing the tight end out. The quarterback has to read this defensive end on his own read. The pattern you're going to get is this. He's going to sit down. He's going to go on a corner route. You see Hamilton run it all the time. Everyone else is blocking his own read. All right, so the quarterback has to read the end line of scrimmage. But he recovers so quickly as Bo pulls it, he gets caught. Now he doesn't have anybody to throw to. So he's now hoping that Littre, and I assume as they coach it, hey, if you pull it and turn, just get in a relationship and look and be an outlet for the quarterback. And Bo makes this throw. Everybody else is expanded with the routes. And that's how you separate the defense. These guys are all playing the run. These guys are playing the pass. And he plays the quarterback. Well, once you get him the ball, nobody left. So, I mean, this is not on schedule. I'm saying this is a little bit off schedule. Bo pulls this, can't get a throw in time and recover, but Littre helps him out. Heads up play by Bo. Space on the field. Littre touchdown. This didn't work, but I had to put it on here. At least got a pass interference call. All right. We have Nate DeMolin Dugai playing a backside tight end. So what do? This is a 2nd and 1. Littre's in the game because they don't want Bo Levi Mitchell taking the quarterback sneaks. So normally you just fall forward. Nobody in the CFL is respecting these fullbacks' ability to throw the football. So they walk all 12 players up at the line of scrimmage. So they are vulnerable to a pass play. So what do? Now you fake the inside zone and then you send a player here. Now the rule, anytime you throw it on 2nd and 1, is just, I always say to the quarterbacks, reserve the right to wedge. And what does that mean? Is like, hey, I don't care. It just has to be an incomplete pass. Throw it right past the line of scrimmage. Just do not lose yards because on 3rd and 1, we're going to go back and do the wedge. So Littre, I wish he would have paused a little bit more, and he has this. But they draw the pass interference. I like the creativity here by Scott Milanovic here calling this and taking a shot on 2nd and 1.